What is up, Nerf Nation? I'm Naptown Nerf, and this is episode 16 of Naptown Nerf Thrifting. Man, it's been a while, guys. I apologize. I'm late getting this out. This was my finds from the month of June. End War has really kept me busy during the month and has pushed me back in the month of July as I'm trying to edit tons of footage that I'm kind of backed up on and whatnot. So it's just been crazy. I've started a new job, so that's been different. Nevertheless, I have a lot of really cool things to show you guys. I'm even going to show you guys my finds in the month of July up until today is the 9th. So I've actually only found one blaster in the month of July, so it's really not going to be that big a deal. I haven't had a ton of luck, honestly, at the Goodwills this month and even last month. I found some cool things, but just a few, considering I thrift quite a bit, and I wasn't probably able to get out quite as much in June as I normally did because of End War and prepping for that. But nevertheless, I did find some cool things, so I'm going to start out with the cool things I found at Goodwill, and then I'm going to show you some amazing things that I got in other aspects, which is a good way to find things. It's not always Goodwill finds. It's finding things through Facebook, finding things through the Let It Go app, and finding things through the OfferUp app. And I use all these things, plus Craigslist sometimes. I haven't found too much through Craigslist, as it's usually harder to get in touch with people for whatever reason when I have tried. But there's so many ways to find blasters, so keep that in mind. If you don't have a lot of Goodwills, there's other ways to find blasters. But let's just go ahead and get started. So we'll start out with the one blaster I found in July. And I just found this yesterday, and it is the Marshmallow Shooter. It does seem to work. It's not really a Nerf blaster or a dart shooter at the moment because it's supposed to shoot marshmallows, but it can be modified to shoot darts, and they are pretty powerful little things. So, cool find. I paid $2 for that at Goodwill. One of my favorites, the Far Shot, that is always primed, and I have not found one of these that hasn't been primed. It is a flaw, in my opinion, of Boomco to do that and not allow you to fire the blaster without a dart, but we'll go ahead and deprime it now. But these can be modified to be absolute beasts. I usually don't prefer this style of shell for the modifications, as the grip is really small and the prime is pretty small. But the springs are very useful, so I went ahead and picked it up for the 99 cents, basically just for the spring. So, yeah, cool. Oh, look, another one, primed. I don't know what I paid for this one, probably $1. Let me go ahead and grab that dart so I can deprime this one. All right, so same deal applies. Bought it for the spring. Let's go ahead and show you this. Another Marshmallow Shooter for 99 cents. I actually forgot I found two of these. This one, I guess, does, yep, that works. So that one was $1, and pretty cool find. A Sonic Barricade, which is cool, and I threw on this Praxis stock to get it for free. I didn't have a tag on it, so I just grabbed it and threw it on there. This was $2, but for whatever reason, this doesn't like to lock in. Oh, now it did. So it's kind of finicky for whatever reason on this blaster, but that actually doesn't look too bad. Not the best stock in the world, but this back part is pretty comfortable, and you can obviously modify this to make it more strong. So yeah, cool find, pretty awesome, looks pretty new, Barricade, so that's pretty neat. And actually, I also found this Sonic Recon flashlight, so I could just throw this on here, and there you go. Now you have a flashlight with it that goes right with it. That's pretty cool. This was 69 cents. I didn't find any of the other parts, unfortunately, because that'd be really cool to have a Sonic Recon. I do not have one of those yet, but probably will find one someday, be my guess. Oh, and Bobo's favorite blaster, the Diatron. He just absolutely loves how this primes. I know he really enjoys this blaster a lot. I know that it's a cool blaster because it shoots 2 discs at once, and I mean, you can't beat, shooting 2 discs at once. I mean, that's like the best thing ever. I mean, when you get down to 1 disc, you can't fire the blaster, so I mean, that's not really a problem. I'm joking, guys. This does have its flaws, but I do think it's a really cool looking blaster, and I picked it up. I don't remember what I paid for it. Oh, $1. So not too bad for $1. It is a fun blaster. I think it's a cool way to prime the blaster. It's different. I wouldn't say it's necessarily war practical. I mean, it is a vortex blaster, so they're not usually the best war practical blasters. They are somewhat useful indoors, but anyways, I like the way it looks, so I grabbed it. Got a Modulus Ion. It was $2. Came with the barrel attachment. Is actually kind of the reason why I picked it up, because these are, you can't really get otherwise, and they're kind of neat little barrel attachments. I have quite a few Ions, so wasn't really a need, but it does seem to work just fine. So yeah, neat find. I found an Iron Man shooter. These are kind of fun. I kind of picked this up actually for a young friend of mine, but then I realized he already had one. So I may give this away at some war or something. I don't give things away through online usually. I like to do it in person. So if you're curious about me selling things, I don't sell things. And if I do decide to sell things, I will definitely let you guys know. But I will sell things or give them away at wars or what have you. So if you see me in person, then maybe. But if you want to come to a war sometime and ask me if that you can buy like a Recon or something, do it. I probably will sell you one. So nevertheless, $2 for the Iron Man blaster. It's a fun little thing. It does work, so pretty cool. Cyclone Shot. Actually, Jill was the one that found this. She paid $2 for it. It is a really cool pistol. One of my favorite pistols, actually. Just love the size and beefiness of it. Pretty neat find there. $2. Definitely worth that. I found a Retaliate Er. This was $4. Came with the magazine, which is pretty sweet. Probably works just fine. I don't know. It doesn't have working batteries in it, at least, so I will pick up a Rapid Strike every time for $4. Definitely worth that. Found a Busby Big Blast. This was definitely my find of the week in terms of Goodwill's finds. I have not found an original Busby Big Blast, and I thought it was really cool. It even came with a missile, although it is missing a couple fins. But we'll go ahead and fire it off. These things have massive tanks, and this shell is pretty cool in my opinion, and I was really happy to find it. So these are pretty rare these days, and yeah, pretty awesome find, and I think I paid $1 for it. Yep, 99 cents. So can't beat that. Found a Switch Shot. This, I think I just found the one, yeah, which is kind of interesting because it's the yellow and the blue, this thing, and so it's kind of a mismatched deal. It was $1, so definitely worth that. I mean, I have quite a few of these, but I decided to pick it up probably because I wasn't finding that much, and it had all the parts. So, also found a dart tag flag thing. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but it's for capture the flag. Only found one of them though, but definitely probably works. I don't know, but it's a neat little thing and probably could be cool to use for capture the flag. I really need to find another one though. They've removed the plastic here, so you can actually easily switch it, which is probably a good idea. Yeah, that's what that is. Oh, if I didn't say it was $1. Found a Boomco Needler. This thing is pretty darn cool looking. It has a very strange prime, but it does work, and it can also glow Boomco darts back here, which is really cool. I don't have batteries for it, I don't think, right now. I don't think it has batteries in it, but it has LEDs in there, so it's really cool, and it kind of works as an ammo counter. And I paid 69 cents for it, so definitely a neat find for that, and I think it's a pretty cool, intimidating looking blaster. So, and I found a Stampede. This thing still has the batteries in it. It is massively heavy with those. $4 with the magazine, so definitely I think worth it. The Stampede's always a cool blaster, and I love using it for integrations. I plan on actually redoing a blaster this year, hopefully, that I used a Stampede and Demolisher with, and that is just a really cool looking blaster actually when you combine those two, and I definitely need to get on that. I've been meaning to do that for like a year and a half probably. So nevertheless, cool find for $4 there. I'm definitely running out of room today because we have a lot of big blasters. But that's all I found from Goodwill's and thrifting technically, and everything else I found through online stuff. So I did get some really good deals that way, and then you know what you are going to get. It's a lot less time consuming than obviously finding things at Goodwill, especially when you go and go and go and you don't find anything. You guys, when you're a thrifter, you're going to spend a lot of time thrifting and not finding things, and that's just the way it goes, unfortunately. But you just got to keep with it, and hopefully you'll find something. So let's get on to what I got for 15 bucks. I got this guy, which is the Guardian Crossbow. It's a kind of a fun little pistol bow, and it came with darts, so that's pretty cool. Works just fine. And yeah, pretty sweet little blaster there. I got a Rebel Pink Crush, which is an awesome little pistol, actually. I really like these things. The grip's a little small, but it's actually still pretty comfortable. And yeah, I think it's a fun blaster and definitely something that has some mod potential, so that's a cool find. And then the best one out of all of them is the Fearless Fire, guys. And this is a awesome little blaster. Reminds me of a Tommy gun. Definitely has a cool shell and a favorite among a lot of my friends. And I actually bought one of these that was already modified for 50 bucks. Has Extreme Pro 180 motors. So I was able to find one that hadn't been modified, and I thought that was pretty cool and definitely worth the $15 for this and the other two blasters, I think. So definitely got a good deal there. Pretty cool little blaster. Alright, now all the other blasters I believe in here I got in a haul altogether for $90. I definitely think it was worth that. So let's go ahead and take a look. Rampage with a 35 round drum. And these all came with like darts, so we'll go ahead and fire a lot of them off. Works just fine, so that's pretty cool. This actually wasn't even in the picture, but they threw it in. Not my favorite blaster, but because the trigger is there, but it doesn't do a thing. It's just a Slamfire Buzzbee Ultra Tech Sidewinder. So, you know, some people like these. I know for like, I'm not even sure if it works. Oh, this is an air pump one. So this isn't even a Springer version. This is like an air tank one, which, yeah, it's a neat blaster, nevertheless. I mean, you can't beat free. I just threw it in. Got a Strata Bow, which is a pretty sweet bow. I did a review on this a while back, although there it goes. I'm like, it doesn't seem to be working all that well anymore, unfortunately. So maybe there's something wrong with that. I'm not sure, but nevertheless, yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe the seal of the tube hasn't worked that well, and some of these darts are actually pretty worn, so that may be part of it also. Yeah, they're kind of beaten up darts, so that's probably the reason. Another bow, the Lightning Bow, which is actually pretty terrible, but, you know, it's fine. I don't have one. Works just fine, so it's a neat little one-shooter lightning bow. It actually isn't broken, because usually when I thrift these, they are broken and I don't pick them up. Or they're like obscenely priced, which has been happening a lot recently when I've gone to Goodwills and found things. A lot of times their prices are a little too high for things that I've got 10 of, so not going to pick that up. But yeah, this is a cool addition. Got a complete modulus ECS 10 with all of its parts. Pretty cool. It works. We'll see if it has darts. Nope, it doesn't have any darts in the magazine, but definitely works there. Got a Roto Fury with something rattling in it, but nevertheless, it probably works. Oh, it was primed, even better. Oh, I already got a jam. So, nevertheless, I got a Roto Fury there, so that's pretty cool. Got a Hellfire, and it does have all of its parts. It's got the shell here, which was taken off, which is fine. We'll go ahead and set that aside. So, but and it has, I think it only came with 4 6 clips, which is kind of silly. That was the biggest flaw of this blaster, and it has a dart even jammed in the flywheel. So I don't know if it's working or not, but I don't know if it has batteries. We'll see here. We'll go ahead and rotate it around and see. Now, the batteries are dead, but nevertheless, pretty cool find. Got a pretty sweet pistol when modified correctly. It's the Dual Strike. I have actually singled one of these in the past and used it in an NIC war, and it was reasonably effective. And I'm probably going to do another one at some point because they are pretty fun, and they actually have pretty decent plunger tubes when you've seal all the holes. There's like zillions of holes in these things, so they're very terrible stock. When you fill up all those holes, it becomes pretty good, and then when you single, it actually becomes pretty darn powerful. So may have to use this for another mod down the road. Oh, got a 12-round magazine with darts. I have to take those out because it's not good to keep darts in your magazines, but that's there. Then I got a hold up. Go ahead and throw this attachment on here. Got a Sonic Ice Centurion, guys. Pretty cool blaster. It really looks awesome, in my opinion. I really do like the Sonic Ice series, and I kind of wish they made more blasters in this series. But, you know, maybe one day we'll see what they do. I think Nerf has, like I said, kind of gotten out of making cool plastic blasters like this, or repaints, and cool repaints like the Gear Up and the Whiteout in the Sonic series and the Sonic Ice series, the Clear series, the Fire series, whatever. But nevertheless, we'll go ahead and we'll take a couple shots because I think we got a full magazine in there. That prime is just massively long and unnecessary, and that clunk. It is definitely a fun blaster. It may not perform well. I know the performance isn't great, but I can see this being a lot of fun for kids, and I think it's been pretty darn popular blaster, actually. So yeah, that is fun. This is this humongous prime, which is unnecessary but fun, like I said, and I think it's a fun find. And last but certainly not least is the Mega Mastodon. Yes. Yes. I love this blaster. It is a ton of fun. It has pretty darn good performance, and I've been wanting another one because I have a little fun thing that I want to try down the road, and we'll see how well it works. But if it works, it's going to be hilarious. Stay tuned for that video. Definitely subscribe, guys, because you're not going to want to miss that video. It is going to be pretty funny, nevertheless, even if it works or doesn't work. So I'm pretty excited to do that, and that is the main reason why I picked up this lot of blasters. The price point was really good, and they were, you know, in pretty darn good condition. Very good condition, really. And pretty excited to add those to my collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know you guys love these videos, so definitely smash that like button. Please comment down below what was your favorite find out of this. What's your favorite blaster in this haul? Let me know. Definitely subscribe if you're not subscribed. And as always, guys, peace out.